There we go, score on the board for Max Cotton. It will be a...
Good morning, guys. So after maybe not the best quality sleep, but about 12 hours sleep, I'm up and I still feel really tired, but that's just because I haven't had breakfast or anything yet. So going to the cafe, gonna get some breakfast and get the juices flowing. So you eagle-eyed viewers may notice that last year they had little stars on the bottom of the screen when we were going through the clips, and that's because they had sensors to sense where the car was on the track to see how deep we got into the clipping zones. So they're going to go and measure my car again for this year, make sure everything's still the same, and for their computer systems, so they can see how good I'm getting into the clips, just for, you know, for the judges a little bit, but mainly for the entertainment purpose of the people watching can see how far into each zone I got. Alright, so you can see behind me Red Bull doing all their things, measuring the car to get that telemetry system up. I think they take a side profile photo as well, just for all the cool screens and stuff. So can't wait to see how that comes out. And yeah, let's just let them do their thing. Okay, so I've been waiting to see this car for quite a while since it was being made, and I just think this thing looks awesome. So it's actually a BS13, same as mine, but you can see it looks nothing like my car. I've got some cinematics and show you guys, but this thing looks sick. So that is the last people in Group A, and we're in Group B, and as you can see behind me, I got here quite early because the cars are queuing up all the way around. So anyway, gonna get out for practice. This is going to be my third run around this track properly. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Both my front wheels were loose. I wondered why it was being a little bit wobbly. I had a bit of a knocking, so I thought, we'll come in and have a look. And both the front wheels are loose. They've worked their way loose, so it's not us being stupid. But we'll go back out. I'm really feeling the runs now. I got about 2 runs where I just dialed on the angle on the first corner and kept it consistent, which is what the judges are asking for. So I'm feeling super good. I'll chuck you guys back on the car, maybe on the very front bumper, and we'll see what that view's like. So, okay, so that is practice over. We've got a half an hour technical break and then qualifying starts. Now today and tomorrow is the biggest drifting event in the whole of Ireland that's ever been held. More tickets have been sold than ever before, and for Mondello. So this is absolutely amazing stuff. I'm feeling pretty good. The pits are absolutely booming right now. There's people everywhere. I feel pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident. So we're at the end of qualifying, so we'll watch a few runs and then jump in the car. And yeah, let's see what happens. I'm super excited. I'm absolutely buzzing with how the runs have been going. So let's get on the track and qualify.
We go back on the start line. It is a young Englishman. It is, of course, Max Cotton in the PS13 LS3 underneath the bonnet. 500 horsepower. This guy had a huge struggle to get here this weekend, but they must all together, and the team got the car down, and here he is coming off the line, down through the gears, as Max Cotton, the clinical driver, fires in through that first outside zone. Look at that, locks up the front wheel, times the transition perfectly. Can he get himself nice into that outside zone? Of course he can. Shallows up the angle, not the most powerful car on the grid, so he has to be very careful with the way he drives the car. Nice transition back as Max Cotton gets as close as he dare to that first wall. Looks for the final outside zone. Job done from the Englishman.
Incredible stuff. I mean, he was talking to me during the week saying he put the engine in the car Wednesday, and I said, how much testing have you done? I was like, testing? I've done no testing. So this is the testing. So Max Cotton, the youngster from the UK, all the pressure on his shoulders. I can actually hear his dad from here. No matter where in this venue you are, you're going to hear his dad screaming, and he does a great job of throwing that car in with very limited practice. Got a little bit more power than last year. You know, he only had, you know, probably 400 horsepower, 500 horsepower. He's pumped that up a little bit, but he hasn't tested the car a whole lot. It's not wound up to its maximum potential. So just trying to get those runs in and get a good start to the season, so he's got time then to get the car dialed in for the next round in Austria.
So there we go, score on the board for Max Cotton. It will be a 70 for his first qualifying run. So a nice, solid score for his first run out.
Can Max Cotton get up into the mix? He's struggling a little bit, the youngster from the UK. He's got a new engine set up. His dad is here saying we're just really chasing our tail all week to try and even make the event. Can he get himself in the mix? Well, he's got one chance to do it. His first run score was a 70, needs to improve.
Yeah, he certainly does, Dave. And we know Max Cotton is an incredible line driver. Catches understeer, has to get out of it, get back onto it once again, but that's hurt his line. He's have to work hard now to get this together. Gets himself into that outside zone, puts foot to floor, dials the car back across the circuit, looks for the wall. He's going to have to make a big impact here, and he does, as it upsets the line ever so slightly and washes him away from that second wall run. Max Cotton, job done. Is it enough though, Dave?
You know what I've just realized is that we're not even looking for good runs anymore. We're looking for great runs, because that was a very good run. But the slightest mistake, you can hear everybody groan around the arena, because everybody knows it has to be perfect if you're going to get in. And how high is the level now that not only do you need to drift around and get the zones, but you need to do it in such a, you know, aggressive and styled fashion that's the only way you get it. He had a tiny error on the initiation there of understeer, and almost that's going to bleed him a lot of score, you know, and the rest of the run was pretty good, but it's going to be a score of 54, which is lower than his first score, so he's going to have to hope that 70 is enough to get him in. I'm not sure it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We've got some big scores creeping through every single run that we go through. These guys just pushing and pushing and pushing.
But that said, once he gets this car dialed in and a little bit of testing,
yeah,
he is the contender. I've always said he's the next big thing for UK drifting. It's just not looking like the whole week has come together exactly as Max Cotton would have hoped.
No, I mean, look, these guys have had a stressful week, and we all know turning up to somewhere tired, even your job, Dave, is stressful enough as it is, and Max Cotton's turned up here tired.
We struggle to do our job with a lot of sleeping, so, you know, these guys have been up all night. So, I mean, look, he's got so much of a future ahead of him. Little bumps in the road like this won't shake him. He's got a full season ahead of him. He said it's just about learning, and he's a super nice kid. And you know, if you follow him on YouTube or on social, which I advise you to, you know, he's a very honest, nice kid that just wants to do well at drifting, and it's almost a very he's very humble. You know, like it's really fun to watch his progression.
All right, so after qualifying, we're not sure where we are because my second run, I can't lie, I completely messed it up. That was down to me. Fun fact, as I was doing my little donuts to warm up, there was a wasp inside my car, and I was like, oh, what do I do? Do I just grin and bear it and just kind of do my run and I'll deal with it after? Or do I get out the car and, you know, run off? But I decided to stay in the car, and yeah, my run was not very good at all. I understeered like a madman in the first corner, and then dinked the wall, which would probably been quite cool if I didn't mess up the start. But yeah, we're not sure whether we're in yet. So now it's just a waiting game. Got to see if I'm going to be in or if I'm not going to be in. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it's looking good, to be honest, but we'll have to see. Okay guys, it's good news. We are in for tomorrow. Oh, I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. I just had the most stressful hour. All the systems went down for Drift Masters. All the scoring system went down. So they had to do it all by paper. But we are in. By the skin of our teeth, there's 3 people that scored lower than me. So we're only just in there, guys. I'm a little bit annoyed that I made that mistake in my second run. So I'm going to review that, look back on the live stream and see kind of what happened there and break it down. I don't think it was just that wasp's fault. There was definitely some driver error there. Hopefully we can refine that for tomorrow. And for now, I'm just going to chill out and be happy.
Okay, so things have quieted down a little bit. We've gone out and actually just got some kebabs from the same place we went yesterday, where we got a nice pizza. And yeah, things have been super good today, very emotional, and that whole hour where we didn't know if we were in or not was like, it was quite sickening. But I just carried on signing posters and stuff like that and talking to everyone, so it wasn't too bad. But I think we're probably going to settle down for the night now. And yeah, probably should tidy all this stuff up as well, because it's an absolute wreck in here. But anyway, I'm going to go to sleep and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.